The secrets passengers only learn after it's too late are the ones that cost them money, time, comfort, and sometimes entire experiences they already paid for. Because cruise ships are designed to feel simple, relaxing, effortless. But behind that smooth experience is a system, timings, procedures, small decisions that quietly affect your entire trip. And the passengers who understand those systems early travel very differently from the ones who learn them on the last day when nothing can be fixed. So in this video, we're going to walk through the exact phases experienced cruisers follow in the correct order from the moment they book until the final night on board. If you follow these phases step by step, your cruise becomes cleaner, cheaper, smoother, and far less stressful. But if you skip ahead, miss a step, or assume things work the way they should, you'll likely discover some of these secrets after it's already too late. Let's start with the first phase. Phase 1. The booking decisions most passengers underestimate before you ever step onto the ship. Your cruise experience is already being shaped by a few decisions many people rush through. Step 1. Choose your cabin location carefully. Most people focus on the cabin type: balcony, ocean view, or interior. But the location on the ship often matters more than the cabin itself. A cabin directly under the buffet, gym, or pool deck can mean constant chair scraping, footsteps, and cleaning noises starting before sunrise. Cabins near nightclubs, theaters, or elevators can have late-night traffic and hallway noise. If you skip this step, you might spend your entire cruise waking up at 5:30 a.m. to deck chairs sliding above your ceiling. Pro tip: the quietest cabins are usually midship, surrounded by other cabins above and below. Step 2. Avoid the cheapest internet package without checking your needs. Cruise internet is not like home internet. The cheapest plans often limit streaming, video calls, and even certain apps. Passengers sometimes discover halfway through their trip that they can't upload photos, send large files, or join work meetings. Fixing that on board usually means upgrading at a higher price. A small pre-cruise decision can save both frustration and money later. Step 3. Check what your cruise fare does not include. Many first-time cruisers assume their cruise is all-inclusive. It isn't. Specialty restaurants, gratuities, drinks, spa access, shore excursions, and Wi-Fi are often extra. The secret here is understanding the difference between included experiences and premium ones before you board. Because once you're on the ship, everything becomes much easier to say yes to. And those small charges quietly build into a surprisingly large final bill. Phase 2. The first 3 hours on board the moment you board a cruise ship, most passengers head straight to the buffet. That's exactly what the ship expects. But experienced cruisers use the first few hours very differently. Step 1. Make reservations immediately. Specialty restaurants, popular shows, and limited experiences fill up quickly. Some passengers wait until day 2 or 3 to book them. By then, the best times are gone. The secret is booking these the moment you connect to the ship's app or reach a service desk. That small decision can determine whether you dine at 6 p.m. with a sea view or at 9:45 p.m. squeezed between other reservations. Step 2. Walk the ship while it's empty. The ship is never quieter than it is during the first hour of boarding. Most passengers are still arriving, eating, or waiting for cabins to open. This is the best time to learn the layout. Find the quiet decks. Locate the dining rooms. Identify the elevators that move fastest. Passengers who skip this step spend the first 2 days getting lost and wasting time in crowded hallways. A simple walkthrough turns the entire ship into familiar territory before it fills with thousands of people. Step 3. Check your onboard account early. Every passenger has an onboard spending account linked to their room key. Mistakes do happen. Wrong packages, missing credits, incorrect drink plans. If you notice these issues early, they are easy to correct. But if you discover them at the end of the cruise when thousands of passengers line up at guest services, fixing them becomes far more stressful. Phase 3. The hidden systems that control your daily experience once the cruise begins. The ship settles into routines passengers rarely notice. But those routines affect comfort, crowds, and convenience. Step 1. Learn the crowd patterns. Buffets are busiest between 8 and 9:30 in the morning. Pools are most crowded between noon and 3. Elevators are slowest right before dinner. Passengers who understand these patterns simply adjust their timing. Breakfast at 7:30 instead of 9. Hot tub visits in the evening instead of the afternoon. These small changes can transform crowded experiences into peaceful ones. Step 2. Use alternative venues. Most ships have secondary dining areas, quieter lounges, and smaller cafes that many passengers never discover. These locations often serve the same food with far fewer lines. One example, a hidden coffee counter or small grill on an upper deck that offers fresh breakfast items while the main buffet has long queues. Knowing where these places are saves time every single day. Step 3. Pay attention to daily schedules. Cruise lines publish daily schedules filled with activities, shows, and announcements. Many passengers glance at them once and forget, but these schedules also reveal when venues close early, when maintenance happens, or when special events appear. Missing these small details sometimes means missing entire experiences. Phase 4. The spending traps passengers fall into cruise ships are carefully designed environments, convenient, relaxing, and very good at encouraging spending. Step 1. Watch small purchases. Drinks, photos, desserts, specialty coffees, and small upgrades often feel harmless. But passengers rarely track them daily. 5 small purchases per day might seem trivial. Over a 7-day cruise, they quietly turn into hundreds of dollars. Experienced cruisers check their onboard account every evening. That simple habit keeps spending under control. Step 2. Be careful with spa promotions. Spas often advertise limited time specials or report day discounts, but many treatments still carry high service charges and automatic gratuities. Passengers who don't read the full price sometimes discover the real cost after the treatment is finished. The secret is asking for the final total price before booking anything. Step 3. Understand the photo system. Cruise photographers capture pictures constantly. Boarding photos, dinner portraits, port photos. They look great in displays around the ship, but printed photos can cost surprisingly high prices. Some passengers buy several without realizing the total. Digital packages or choosing just one favorite image can keep this cost reasonable. Phase 5. The last day mistakes passengers regret ironically. Many of the most frustrating cruise moments happen at the very end of the trip. Step 1. Review your bill the night before departure. Silly. Waiting until the morning of disembarkation is one of the most common mistakes. Guest services lines become extremely long. Reviewing the bill the previous evening gives you time to correct errors calmly. Step 2. Pack with departure timing in mind. Some passengers pack everything into large bags the night before, but you may still need essentials in the morning. Medications, documents, chargers, or a change of clothes. Keeping a small day bag prevents unnecessary stress on departure morning. Step 3. Choose the right disembarkation method. Cruise ships usually offer 2 options: scheduled luggage pickup or self-assisted departure. Passengers who want to leave early often choose self-assist, carrying their own bags. But elevators become crowded and stairways busy. If you're not in a hurry, allowing the ship to manage luggage can make the final morning far easier. Traps passengers only recognize later before we finish. There are a few traps passengers almost always notice only after experiencing them once. Mistake 1 is assuming everything on board is included in the cruise fare. Mistake 2 is waiting too long to make reservations. Mistake 3 is ignoring daily schedules and missing activities they would have loved. And mistake 4 is not tracking onboard spending until the final bill appears. None of these issues ruin a cruise, but they quietly turn what could have been a smooth trip into a more expensive, crowded, or stressful one. The good news is that once you understand these systems, cruising becomes much easier. You spend less time waiting, less money on unnecessary charges, and more time actually enjoying the ship. Now I'm curious about your experience. If you've taken a cruise before, what's one thing you learned on board that you wish you knew earlier?